The West doesn't run the world anymore. Think about where the markets are that determine competitiveness. Half the world's market for EV vehicles is in China. It's very difficult to compete with producers who already control half the world's market. This is a colossal shock, and we can't pretend it isn't true because it's happened.
My concern on this is that countries will feel like they need to move all independently and not together. And independently like that just gives China the ability to become more and more dominant.
We've all heard people say, why do we even try? Because China's got this. I think that collectively we have to try in order to preserve a globe that is not under the thumb of one potential supplier.
There is no doubt about the strong connection between energy and the economy. It is an intricate relationship subject to multiple factors: geostrategy, technology, the environment, and more broadly, political considerations that are not easy to analyze.
There is a genuine energy revolution going on. It is extremely important, but from the climate point of view, above all, it's going to be too slow. And given the election results in America, it's got slower.
Regardless of what is happening up here with the Trump administration, the hyperscalers, the big tech companies, they've all made commitments to shareholders to power their operations with clean energy. And they're not veering off of that. Just because the US is not in doesn't mean that we're going to collapse.
I don't think we're going to see that much of a difference, even with these changes, because the private sector is moving so fast and because these other clean technologies are still moving. We may see a little bit of slowdown, but we're not going to change direction.
Right and left-wing populists are in or close to power virtually everywhere. And one of the things we know about this is that it's very bad for economies. Europe has to basically decide what are its strategic priorities. I would say they are to regenerate growth. That means really quite significant reform, regulation, deregulation, change of regulation, and some very, very smart industrial policies. That requires, in my view, political reform.
And I think a lot of it is probably applicable to any, older industrial nation where you've got permitting slowness, where you've got bureaucracy that has been layered on top of bureaucracy for great reasons initially, but maybe it's anachronistic now. The point is, we need folks in leadership who are willing to say, it is not acceptable to take 7 years, 8 years to build a transmission line.
Some people would argue that democracies are unable to provide results. I mean, it's a temptation for our citizens to believe that dirigist systems like the Chinese are more effective.
People who long for autocrats should remember that once they've got an autocrat, the autocrat does whatever he wants. And sometimes what they want to do, pretty stupid, like starting World War II. So careful what you wish for.